Fox 32 has obtained copies of the 2 federal subpoenas served on Thornton Township on Friday. And there are 2 big takeaways. Tiffany Henyard is clearly a target of the criminal investigation. And that investigation is growing.
Overall, it tells me that the investigation is expanding. It's not just focusing on the city of Dalton.
Former FBI agent Ross Rice says the subpoenas revealed the burgeoning scope of the federal criminal investigation into Thornton Township Supervisor and Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard. One subpoena focuses entirely on Henyard, including 2 businesses she owns, a restaurant and a property management company, as well as Henyard's political fund and the charity bearing her name. It asks for all records, including personnel files, wage and tax statements, time and attendance, records of work performed, contracts, and checks written to cash.
The mayor and the township supervisor, who are one and the same, appear to be the primary focus of the investigation.
The second subpoena requests a kitchen sink of township records, including financial reports, budgets, payroll records, and ordinances covering credit card purchases, expense reimbursements, security details, and the use of vehicles. Mayor Officer Young put in for 303 hours in a 2-week period. 303 hours. Fox 32 has reported extensively about Henyard's use of a police security detail, which police say has hampered their ability to fight crime. You need security to protect you from questions from reporters? The subpoena also asks for payments and credit card expenditures for a number of township employees, including Henyard's top lieutenant Keith Freeman, some township trustees, and Henyard's boyfriend, who runs the township's youth violence prevention program.
Hey y'all, this is Mayor Tiffany Henyard, Supervisor Henyard, the people supervisor.
The subpoena also focuses on township travel, including a story first reported by Fox 32 and the Illinois Answers Project about a trip Henyard took to Springfield in 2022 with Dalton and Thornton Township employees, ostensibly to raise money for a cancer charity in her name. We wondered who was paying for all of this, and so are the feds, who ask for records of municipal resources being used on behalf of Friends of Tiffany Henyard, her political fund, and charitable organizations, including the Tiffany Cares Foundation, which involved a $10,000 donation of taxpayers' money made by the township.
It's very broad in the scope. It's very broad in the number of people and entities they're asking for records on. So there must be some serious allegations of wrongdoing that they're trying to get to the bottom of.
It's the...
And what I think is they're asking for these things because they know she's not going to be able to provide all of what they're asking for. And then I'm sure there's some type of failure to comply or something of that nature. I don't know legalese, but I know there's something like that that's probably going to be involved in this because they asking for very specific things about specific people that you really got to do some work, and you got to go and get this about that person, pull up this about that person, pull up this about that person, pull up that about that person. And when you're doing all of that, you're not doing the business of the township, in this case, Thornton Township. So they know what they're doing. That's why when the feds do an investigation, it takes so long. That's why their conviction rate is 98%.
Second round of federal subpoenas. On April 20th, 4 FBI agents served a pair of subpoenas on the village of Dalton, asking for the personnel files of 29 employees.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Stephanie Wiedemann is a former township employee turned whistleblower who's been helping the FBI in its investigation.
What do we want? Our township back!
Over the weekend, she took part in a rally of Thornton Township residents calling on Henyard to resign. Wiedemann says the latest subpoenas are a welcome sign.
I hope that the township finds a way to be able to recoup the damage that...
Whoa, Stephanie, wait a minute. What's going on with this? You got a little bitty chin, but your jawline is a mother. Is your name Stephanie? Or Stephen? Just asking. You got a real strong jawline, ma'am.
has been done, but I hope that the people that did the damage I mean, there's repercussions for making bad decisions.